It's not about how much time you have. It's about what you do in the time that you have in your hands. My name is Siddharth Rajsekar, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I plan my day and my month to build a business to multiple millions of dollars. I built a multi-million dollar business sitting in the comfort of my home. And I'm going to share with you three things in this video. One, I'm going to talk to you about some concepts that actually helped me improve my productivity. Two is I'm going to share with you the precise strategies, 11 strategies that I consciously implemented that helped me do more in less time. And three, I'm going to talk to you about my schedule right now. What is my daily, monthly, weekly, quarterly and annual schedule that I've actually built my business in terms of cycles. So please take a lot of notes. I just want to tell you that this will be a very, very important video, especially if you're somebody who's looking to get more productive. If you're an entrepreneur and if you're struggling with productivity issues and maybe you're working so hard and you're not getting the results, this is going to be the video for you. So I would like you to take notes and also type in the comment box ETL. ETL is eager to learn. And I'm going to unveil to you what is working for me as a digital entrepreneur, because right now we are living in a digital world, and old productivity strategies may not work. You got to adapt to the digital world. And I'm going to share with you what's working for me and see if that works for you. So take notes and let's dive in. Hey there, Siddharth Rajsekar here once again. Thank you so much for tuning into this particular video. And before I get started, just hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or if you're watching this even on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or wherever may be the place, just give me some love so that the algorithm is able to pick this up so that you can get more of this content, okay? So before I get started, I just want to tell you a little bit of my background. I never knew I would be able to build a business completely from home, that to a multi-million dollar business with just 3 employees working for me. And I have a lean and mean team structure. And before this, I used to be driving in traffic for 3 to 4 hours a day, going to office, managed a team of 35 employees, and went through the entire drill of building a traditional business. But then I noticed that there were a few business owners that I was learning from, where they kept their teams very lean and mean. They were able to structure their business in such a way that they are only focusing on the top activities and everything else is either outsourced or delegated or automated. And that gives them more freedom and more free time to think about the vision of the company. That gives them more freedom to scale the company to the next level. So as I went through this journey of self-discovery, which took me over 7 years, I kind of hit a formula from 2018 onwards. And currently I run one of the world's largest communities for trainers and coaches with over 15,000 paid members, and been able to create 42 crorepati's through this journey. There are many others that are yet to be documented, but the collective impact, I just have a small group of over 50 people that I'm helping in my quantum club level. Our collective revenues is over 100 crores we've actually done together, okay? And with a very high level of profitability also, and freedom. It is not just about profitability, it's profitability plus freedom that matters, okay? So what I'm going to share with you is what works for me. Right now I've come to a point in my business where I'm not so busy, and you'll see it in my calendar and my schedule as I go through it. I'm able to create a leveraged impact because I'm using videos like this. I'm doing a lot of automated webinars, and if you would like to be and attend my next automated webinar, you want to just see exactly how I'm able to structure things, you can just quickly go and register on this link. I'll just share that link with you. If you go to sidz.co/live, you can actually go and check out my automated webinar. Just register for it, and then after this video you can go and watch it later, okay? So let's get into the concept for today. I'm going to be sharing with you 5 concepts. The first concept that I want to share is on how I plan my day and week to grow my business to millions, and how you can do the same is the power of goals. Okay, that's the first important concept. See, if you do not know where you want to go, you'll get distracted in so many different things that will pop up on your news feed, so many different tools that come in, a lot of shiny objects in the online space. So for me, ever since I started to write my goals on a daily basis, I developed a kind of a mental muscle to say no to anything that is not aligning with the goals. So productivity, most people think it is making a checklist and doing those 10 things for the day and being consistent at it. No, for me, the idea is multiplication of your results through subtraction by removing tasks. Okay, it is not by adding more tasks. Okay, So all of you just type MTS in the comment box. Multiplication through subtraction. You can only multiply your results by subtracting all the crap from your life, all the things that are not connected to your bigger goals. That is the secret of productivity. It is not this the app, the productivity app or the productivity tool. In fact, when I was running my digital marketing agency before, I had a whole project management system, and every time I would introduce a project management system to those 35 employees, the employees would spend more time on the system and updating their tasks than actually doing the tasks. And I saw that it was very counterproductive. So adding things to your life or adding things to your business is not necessarily going to make you more productive. Please keep that in mind. It is multiplication through subtraction. The third aspect I want to share with you is that it is not about time, it is about your focus. Your focus is your most valuable asset. Even this video, some of you here are watching this with full focus and taking notes. And some of you are skimming through it. You may be skipping this, and to that extent, you're going to get results. Okay? If you're focused in this video, you'll get better results. If you're not focused, it's going to have a different outcome. So your most valuable asset is not time, it is focus. Number 4 is systems work, people fail. When you're able to systemize your entire process, the system will start to work for you. When I was on my own trying to figure things out in my business in the initial days, I was not following a proper system. I was trying to figure things out on my own. So that extended the whole learning curve. There was a lot of trial and error and a lot of failing. And when I found my mentor, he gave me a system and I implemented that system, I started to get results much faster. And in this video, I'm actually sharing with you the system that is helping me get more done in less time with a higher leverage and profitability and more freedom. Number 5 is you got to implement the DAD formula. Okay, so I'm a dad, father of 2 boys. So I like to delete all the tasks that are not in my highest impact. I like to automate things which are set and forget, that all the repetitive tasks, and then I like to delegate. So all of you just type DAD in the comment box. DAD stands for delete, automate, and delegate. Type DAD in the chat box. Okay. So now that I've covered these 5 concepts, let's get into the actual strategies. Like what are the 11 things that I did to plan my day, week, and month in a much more efficient way to get results. Okay. So let's go into all of these one by one. The first thing that I did was I identified the 6 high impact activities in my business. And please make note of these 6, especially if you're in a digital coaching business or in a digital entrepreneurship kind of business. These are the most important 6 activities. Here are the 6. Number 1 is sales. Okay. If you're not getting sales in your business, you're just wasting your time. There are a lot of people who are redesigning their website, going and searching for a logo, designing their logo, moving their icons here and there. They're spending so much of time on these so-called important activities, which is all the branding kind of activities. But the purpose of branding is what? Is to get more sales. So for me, the number 1 priority was sales. And you know what? In the first few weeks, or probably a few months of my business, I did not even have Instagram on my phone. I was not dancing around on Instagram doing all kinds of stuff. I was doing webinars. I started with 1 webinar per week. I would educate my audience. I would engage with my audience. I would set the expectations, and then I would sell. Okay. So for me, that weekly sales process was the number 1 priority, and that's what helped me grow my business. Because with the cash flow that I was generating on a weekly basis, I was putting that cash flow back into the business, back into ads to scale up the business. So all of you just type the word sales is priority in the comment box. Sales is the number 1 priority in your business. Okay. It's the number 1 priority in your business. Then comes technical systems implementation. Most of this, if you set it up once, it'll run on its own. For me, it was also creating new courses. During this time, I would be doing a lot of one-to-one calls with my community members, anyone who would buy my course. So I was not leading with a one-to-one call. I was leading with a course sales. So if somebody would buy my course, then I would do a one-to-one as a complimentary for them. And through the one-to-one process, I understood what patterns I had to identify to improve my courses. So I've done more than 500 one-to-ones in my first 18 months. And most people don't know this. They just think I'm just selling courses and stuff. No, I've done a lot of one-to-ones to understand my target market on a much more deeper level. I've given people a lot of breakthroughs in the one-to-one sessions. And through those one-to-ones, I started to build and rebuild new courses and new products, okay, which is really addressing their needs. And then the fourth priority is content creation for social media. For example, me recording this video right now is an important activity so that I can educate and engage with my external audience, not my paid audience, but the people who are still not my customers. Finance is an important activity. If you're not tracking your numbers, it's already you're losing the game. Okay, I'm going to share with you something very interesting after this. I'm going to share with you my financial dashboard. Okay, and finally, community building, community management, like showing up for your community, doing hackathons, doing your inner circle calls to really help them, answer their questions and so on. So, first step is my first strategy is I identified my 6 high impact activities. The second thing is I designed a 4-day work week. I like to work for 2 days, take a break, no calls, nothing. Then I like to work for another 2 days and then take a day, a couple of days of break. So when I made that into a cycle, I started to get more productive. I'll share with you my 4-day work week later. Okay, I prioritize only top 3 activities per day. You don't have to do so many things in a day. If you can identify what are your top 3 activities, which means you should only have top 12 activities for the week. 4-day work week into top 3 tasks. If you're able to prioritize this and bring it down to this, you'll be able to get a lot more done. Now you may feel I have so much to do. I have so many tasks on my list, but see if you can chunk it down. And the other thing that I did was not only the top 3 activities, I started to work in chunks of 2 hours. So for me to record this video today, it was not a 2-hour process, it was a 1-hour process, but I sat together, put together a mind map, I put down all my ideas, and then I started to record, and now I'm actually recording this particular video. Once I finish recording this, there'll be a post-production process for this, and I'll be uploading it in a few days. Okay, so the idea is I want to really work with full focus. Okay, my phone is in flight mode right now. I don't have any, and even on my phone, I'll come to that next point over here. I don't have too many apps on my phone, and it's a very, very optimized way to get things done. Okay, I deleted all social media apps on my phone. In fact, on my phone right now, if you see, I only have 4 applications on my phone. Of course, I've got the regular phone, SMS and email and other stuff. And the 4 apps that I have is I've got my notes for taking notes. I've got Safari for browsing. I have my calendar. I know what are my calendar events, and I have my Oura Ring health tracking device. That's it. Okay, I don't have social media apps on my phone. I've removed everything from my phone. And if I have to do anything on social media, I would go on my laptop and do it and then come out of it. I don't want to get consumed just scrolling news feeds on my phone. Okay, so I don't really bother about what goes on social media. I don't care about what other people are talking about me. I don't care about what the external noise is. But when it comes to customer feedback, what I really care about is what my customers are saying. And in fact, right now, if you see on my Trustpilot, let me show you this. At this point when I'm recording this video, I have like over 4,512 reviews on Trustpilot at 4.9 star rating, which is a verified, okay, so it's a verified profile. It's like getting a blue tick on Facebook. For mine is a Trustpilot verified account because of the consistency of the reviews that I've been getting over time. And to clock 4.9 star with 4,512 people, it's insane. It's very, very hard to get. Okay, and when you go and read the comments, you'll be able to see people are writing like big comments. Like 1 hour ago, now look at this. People have given such reviews like this. Very useful, powerful training, incredible, designed, very systematic. Okay, so I've got a lot of these reviews, and all of these reviews come only when there is insane amount of focus and not having distractions from social media. Okay, number 6, the 6th strategy is I stopped picking up phone calls. Except for my close family members, I don't pick up any calls. Many of these credit card companies, banking companies, all get tons of calls, and I just keep blocking those numbers. So I don't want to waste my time, trying to really engage, pick up every single call, because when I'm working, it's in super focused flight mode. I put my phone on airplane mode. Number 7 is I stopped watching YouTube and Netflix and other stuff unless it is something which is very interesting and it's going to be helping me in my bigger goals. I don't really go and binge watch stuff on YouTube, Netflix. If I go to Netflix or Amazon Prime, which I have on my TV, I just go and watch some documentary. Okay, anything that inspires me while I'm eating or just spending time with family, just go tune in for 30-40 minutes, then come out of it. But there's some lesson and learning behind that. Okay. Number 8 is I spend a lot of time in the creation zone, or in other words, in the contemplation zone. So all of you just type creation in the comment box. Type creation, CREATI on creation. When you are able to create more than you consume, you will start to get rich. You will start to build a business that's really, really productive. You need to consume. I also consume information from podcasts and from my mentors' video courses, and I go through them multiple times. But besides that, I don't really like to, if I'm learning for 20% of my time, I like to execute 80% of my time. Most people, they struggle because they're learning 80% of the time and the execution is very less. Okay. So you got to really flip that equation where you apply the 80-20 Pareto principle, where 20% is on learning, 80% is implementation. Even now what I'm doing is implementation. Based on my own experience, my own learnings, I just put this together. I was in the creation zone before this for the last, maybe 30-40 minutes, contemplating on ideas to share with you today. And then now I've hit the record button and I'm rolling it out. Okay. So the more you can spend time on this, and that's one of the reasons why I've been able to create over 35 plus courses. Let me just show you my school. Some of you may not have seen this, but I have, these are the different programs which I've recorded. So in my first year of my business, or the first 2 years, I would say, spent a lot of time not posting stuff on social media, but really creating my paid content. I have the Freedom Business Model, Niche Clarity Blueprints, Curriculum Design Blueprint, Freedom Budget Blueprint, Freedom Coach Blueprint, Affiliate Income Blueprint. All of these courses are world class, okay? Because I've put so much of blood, sweat and tears into researching, creating ideas, creating strategies, simplifying it, making it crisp, no fluff, no BS, point shooter style teaching where people can easily implement and follow on every single aspect of the game, okay? Like how to set up your systems, how to design your funnels, how to sell through webinars, how to drive traffic through Facebook ads, very pertaining to my business, not just a generic tutorial, how to write copy that can attract people to you. On my hackathon archive, there's a 90-day challenge, my leadership council where I do audits, how do you really automate systems, how do you build tribes, and how I built my tribe from scratch to over 15,000 members, and what decisions did I make. And this particular course is, you'll never find this anywhere else. The information, you won't find it anywhere else. Everybody think that they know tribe building, but they actually don't. Okay, they're only talking very surface level stuff. Okay, see, I want to give you an example. No matter how many books you read on swimming, no matter how many books you read on martial arts, you will never be a good swimmer or a fighter unless you get into the doing it, right? So I've been implementing this knowledge for more than 3 years, and the outcome of those implementations are my courses. So my courses are not just some surface level stuff like cut, copy, paste from here and there, which most people are doing. Okay. Then I have a whole segment on the Crore Club. We have more than 42 Crore Club members, a Hall of Fame Mastermind, our partner academy, and we have our Quantum Club as well. So I spent a lot of my time, and I continue to spend a lot of my time in building these in-depth, high-quality, world-class point shooter style courses, and that's what is creating this kind of an impact. Okay, 4,500 reviews. Okay, so I want you to understand that you will be able to create that kind of a result only when you spend a lot of time in the creation zone. Okay, and I don't even look at, like I said earlier on, I don't look at what is happening out there unless I'm following my mentors. Okay, and so-called competitors who do use negative tactics, try to bash people down and stuff like that. I see some of those ads, I see some of those videos, but I completely ignore. I don't really put my energy into into what they're trying to say. Okay, because once you're building your influence and once you're growing, you will also come across a set of people who do not like what you're doing. Okay, probably they're jealous, they're envious, they not know. So the whole idea here is to keep your energy focused on creation, and don't worry too much about what other people are saying and doing. Like for example, many of my courses, I've also got pirated, for example. And some of my students message me saying that, Sid, this guy is selling your course for this 800, 500 rupees. And they know, I tell them, I'm very happy that they're doing that. Let them do it, because it's a sign that I'm getting popular. Okay. And I tell my students is, don't worry about that. Let them go through my courses. Let them come inside here and get their head fixed. Okay. And people who buy those kind of courses, they will never succeed, because I was also on that boat many years ago. Okay. And I don't even look at, like I said earlier on, I don't look at what is happening out there unless I'm following my mentors. Okay. So I spend a lot of time in building these in-depth, high-quality, world-class point shooter style courses, and that's what is creating this kind of an impact. Okay, so I want to give you an example. No matter how many books you read on swimming, no matter how many books you read on martial arts, you will never be a good swimmer Okay. And even these people who use like negative tactics, they say, this person is not good, this person is just using gimmicks and stuff to grow their business and stuff. See, they don't know the true story. Let's put it this way. You will not know what's the taste of honey unless you open the bottle and go inside and start having it. No matter what you do, standing outside and looking at it, you'll never realize the taste of what it is unless you have put yourself inside the system. So that could be, even when you're growing your business, you'll start to see a lot of people who are critics, who think that they know what you're doing, and they may say different things. All you have to do is ignore them, bless them. Okay, so all you guys, if any of you here are watching and if you've done something, I've said something about me, I bless you, man. I really wish that you're successful. Okay, I really wish that you're successful from my heart. Okay, and if you open the bottle and taste the honey, then you'll actually understand what's going on. Okay, it's very easy to look at things from the outside. So coming back over here, the only way for you to be in that having that mindset is to be in the creation zone. I'm always in creating new things, creating strategies. Number 9 is I've developed a simple business dashboard for all my Diamond member students. Okay, so for example, let me just show you. My dashboard is custom designed, so I can look at my entire business in a. This is like a dummy dashboard. It's not my real dashboard, but I know exactly what's my income, my expenses. I have a single line report for my entire business model. Okay. C1 is all my different campaigns, was how many leads, was my cost per lead, sales cost, my level 1 and level 2 and level 3, conversion ratios, my revenues, and all my customer database, and everything comes into a beautiful graph like this, which I'm able to see in one snapshot. Okay. So for me to be more productive, I need to see good data, because data will help you make better decisions. And having the right data, you don't have to have so many data points. For me, I just need a single line report. I need to know what is my cost per lead, what's my cost per acquisition on the front end, and I need to know what is my level 1 to level 2, level 2 to level 3, like my upsell conversion ratios. So once I know these conversion ratios, it becomes easier for me to identify what the problem is, so that I can push those buttons to grow in my business much faster. Okay. Now let's come to the next point. Is the 10th strategy is once I started to build momentum in the first 2 years, then I outsourced everything. I outsourced my ads, outsourced systems, outsourced content publishing, content creation I do, but content editing, publishing, I have a team that does it, and community management also. Okay. And finally, the 11th strategy is at this point, I've automated all my sales webinars. Okay. So I automated all the webinars where I'm actually offering my product, but I don't just like to sell the product. I want to first educate, engage, and then set the expectations and then get the right kind of customers. That's how I attract over 15,000 people in my community. Okay. So if you're somebody who wants to really attend my next webinar, just go and register on this link. Okay. Sidz.co/live and attend the webinar just to understand. If you're still not a part of my community, go through it, see if it resonates with you. If it resonates with you, I would like to welcome you on my community, onboard my community as a member. Okay. Now let's come to the next part, which is my schedule. Okay. We have covered the concepts. We have covered the strategies. Now we'll come to the last part, which is what exactly is my schedule? How do I operate my business, which is a multi-million-dollar business, and how does it really work? So I'm going to break it down into day, week, month, quarter, and year. I like to work a 4-day work week. Okay. So first, I like to start my day with meditation or anything that is which is grounding me to what I really want to do, my inner game. 2 is I like to focus on building my mindset. Either it's learning or affirmations, or I have my own affirmations that I have recorded with my own voice that I listen to myself every single day, which is to really reprogram my mindset and to align it. And the third thing is I focus on my top 3 core tasks for the day. Okay, so what are those core tasks for the day? This is my 4-day work week. So there are 7 days in a week. Okay. So there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. So let's break it. This is what's working for me. Now you can change it around the way that you want, but this is, I'm going to share with you my routine right now. Okay. So Monday, I like to focus on 2 important things, which is my leadership council call for my Diamond members, which is from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And then I have a mastermind with my accountability partner. So I have an accountability partner that every Monday I report to, and she helps me to stay on track. Okay. And some of you may know her. Her name is Pooja Puneet. She's India's leading life coach. So we connect once in a week, where I hold her accountable. She holds me accountable for the tasks. Okay. So I like to start my week with a high level of accountability. Now, no matter what level that you are in, you may think you're super successful. You still need an accountability partner. Okay. 2 is on Tuesday. I focus on my hackathon. So I have a 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. hackathon, and I also like to do a lot of content creation on Tuesdays. Okay. So maybe a video or a podcast or something. I just create that content and it then goes through the editing process. Wednesday, I like to keep it free. It's my thinking day. And this is the day I like to learn new information. I just dig into like 4 or 5 hours of content, of my mentors' videos. I'm learning from Vic Strices, from Sam Owens. I'm learning from various, like other places where I feel I can level up my game. I tune into a few podcasts that are very inspiring, and I'm just taking a lot of notes and I'm just trying to connect the dots, okay, based on what I'm learning. Thursday is my inner circle call at 7:30 p.m. for all the members of my community. We connect on Thursday, and I also do some content creation on Thursday. On Friday is my finance review. So we connect. I just go through the numbers. I go through the dashboards. Okay, how much have we spent on the ads for the week? Then I also look at what is the cost per lead, cost per acquisition. Should we tweak the strategy here? Should we tweak the landing pages? All that stuff. On Saturday is more of a family day. I like to spend time with the kids and the family. Maybe take them out. Unless I'm doing some events with Success Gyan, we have weekend summits. And on Sunday is more like a spiritual day. So previously, before COVID, I used to go take the family out to the temple every Sunday, just spend time there and come back and disconnect. So of course now we try to do things at home itself, but overall it is more like family time. Then Monday I get back into it. So it's been like a cycle that's been working for me. So that's how I plan my week. Now for the monthly plan, what works for me is I only like to focus on 2 things for the month. One is I do my mastermind for my quantum club members. That happens once in a month. And I have 2 batches of quantum right now. So there are 2 calls. Each call goes for at least 3 to 4 hours. So that's my premium high ticket, high ticket coaching that I do for a very small group of people. 2 is I have my own internal team review. Okay. So we do once in a month review. We look into all the numbers, dashboards, and we make decisions for the next month. Every quarter I do 3 things. I do a Freedom Business Intensive, which is only for my paid members of my community, where they're able to attend a 2-day intensive program, which I do from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. for both the days. And then the second thing that I do is I give away awards for my own members, team members, in our community once in 3 months. And number 3 is personally, I also do family vacations every 3 months, either locally or internationally. We decide on that. And every year, I like to do an annual retreat for my quantum members, a live retreat that we do. And another thing that I forgot to mention is I also do like an annual, like a body detox. Okay. Personal body detox. So I go for a Panchakarma Ayurvedic treatment that actually helps me revitalize my body. Okay. So this is the way that I've structured my day, week, month, and quarter. And it has taken me many years of trial and error to really bring it down to what you're seeing here on the screen. Okay. So if you found this, whatever I shared with you today useful, just type super useful in the chat box. Type super useful in the comment box. Like I mentioned earlier on, whatever I'm sharing here is, it's based on my own personal trial and error and experience. And for me, there's been many years of blood, sweat, and tears that I went through to really bring it down to a formula like this. And the reason why I'm able to help a lot of my students get results really fast is because they're able to quickly adapt to the routine that I've actually shared over here. So most of my diamond members right now are working a 4-day work week. Most of them are living more productive lives. Their lives have been impacted not just in business. Sometimes it's not just about money and profits. Okay, there are some other things that are more important than these things. Their family, their relationships. So in one way, even though I'm like a digital coach helping people launch their knowledge business, by them following this process and aligning their lives to what they really want to do, in one way, I'm also facilitating as a life coach to most of them. Okay, and that's creating an impact in their lives, because see, personal development has to happen first. Business development will automatically follow. If your business is not growing, it is actually a personal problem that is showing up in your business. It is never a business problem. It is a personal problem that is showing up in your business. Does that make sense? Type "makes sense" in the chat box. Okay, I'll repeat that. If your business is not growing, it is not a business problem. It's usually a personal problem that is showing up in your business. You need to identify what that problem is. Okay, and once you're able to plan your schedule better, like how I've done it, I've shared with you some core concepts. I've shared with you the strategies, 11 strategies, and given you my schedule. Once you're able to plan your day, your week, your month, your quarter, and your year, like put that into the calendar, you will be able to say no to all those hundreds of distractions that will start coming your way. Okay. This game is like how Warren Buffett says, he says no to thousands of investment opportunities and just says yes to those 3-4, the ones that have been validated and really the high impact ones. And that's what makes him Warren Buffett. Okay. It's multiplication of your results by subtracting all the crap from your life. Okay. So all of you just type multiplication through subtraction in the comment box, because that is the crux of whatever I've shared today. Okay. Multiplication through subtraction. Thank you for sharing. Keep watching out for more of my videos. And before I leave, I just want to invite you for my next webinar once again, sidz.co/live. And if you want to directly join my community, let's say you are able to connect with what I'm teaching you, and if you want to directly get started without attending the webinar, you can go to sidz.co/join. You will see what are all the details that are there in the membership that I have, my membership level. And then get started. Okay, I have a special offer that's going on right now. Just jump in, get started, and it's a very systematic, step-by-step learning. You can do it yourself. It's a self-paced learning that you'll get access to in our community. Along with self-paced learning, every week I also show up and I answer your questions and stuff. So jump in on board. I'm looking forward to serving you and supporting you, and I really want to help you take your game to the next level, not just in your personal life, but even in your career, in your business, and in your professional life. Cheers, God bless, and I'll watch you in my next video.